Before I get into the tariffs and China's retaliation and Canada's reaction and all of that stuff, I want to address something that actually, shout out to Brian McKnight. Brian McKnight sent this to me because I wasn't even aware of it. But Brian McKnight sent this to me. And I was like, man, that's crazy because I'm not sure if I want to talk about it. But then I start seeing it all over my algorithm because he sent it to me yesterday. And I start seeing it all over my algorithm. And I don't know if it's a black or white issue. I don't know what is going on. First of all, skill stabbing at track meet. What's the typo? Somebody said it's a typo in the headline. I don't know. I'll address it. I'll get into it. Frisco teen stabbed, black men. Kamala Harris is back. China tariffs in the U.S. China tariffs the U.S. I don't know. We'll deal with it. But I want to get into this really quickly. So we're not going to spend any more than 10 minutes on it. So this is a situation of what's going on. Y'all said it's one in the spacing. Nah, the spacing, that's just how it's spaced. I can double space it. But anyways, let's get into it. And I want to share this with y'all, and I want to get y'all thoughts on this.
The Frisco Memorial High School community gathered tonight in grief after the stabbing death of a teenager at a track meet.
Another teenager, a student.
It's not supposed to say attack. It's at track meet. That's what it is. Let me give y'all a more updated version of the story because before I react to it and before I give my thoughts, I see y'all making excuses inside of the chat like we always do about some of the things that's happening in the community, and it shouldn't be happening in the community. Y'all not gonna give me any excuse as to why this is happening, and you can't justify it. But let me go ahead and share the most recent update that I found about it because I want to react to this in truth. I don't want to just give an opinion off the cuff.
UFAA has obtained new court documents revealing how Austin Metcalf was stabbed to death at a track meet in Frisco. Police say another teenager had fresh blood on his finger when they found him at Kirkendall Stadium.
The affidavit shows that when officers arrived, Carmelo Anthony told them he got into an argument with Metcalf. And when the arresting officer said he had the alleged suspect in custody, Anthony replied, "I'm not alleged. I did it."
But Anthony told officers he only acted in self-defense and asked them if Metcalf was okay.
Several witnesses paint a different picture, and Metcalf's father told Matt Howerton he is not buying the excuse.
I had a dream last night, and Austin came to me and said, "I'm okay." It gives me peace. Doesn't mean I don't hurt.
The last 24 hours, unimaginable for Austin Metcalf's father, his mother, his twin brother.
Right now, I'm really numb, and I really don't feel anything. I just have to function.
Metcalf, just 17 when he arrived at Frisco ISD's district track meet Wednesday. His final breaths taken before 11 a.m., police say, after being stabbed to death by a fellow Frisco ISD student, 17-year-old Carmelo Anthony, now charged with first-degree murder.
My world's a little shattered.
An argument over where Anthony was sitting while the meet experienced a rain delay sparked a confrontation between the teen and Metcalf. According to arrest paperwork, Anthony sitting underneath Metcalf's team tent. You could see it from the air when we flew over the crime scene. Metcalf from Memorial High, Anthony from Centennial. A witness telling police Metcalf told Anthony to move from under the team's tent because he didn't go to their school. The witness telling police Anthony grabbed his bag, opened it, and reached inside and proceeded to tell Austin, "Touch me and see what happens." Investigators writing that Metcalf grabbed Anthony to tell him to move and that Anthony pulled out a black knife and stabbed Austin once in the chest and then ran away. When officers arrived, the knife was found and police say Anthony admitted to what happened, but said this to police: "He put his hands on me. I was protecting myself," even asking another officer if what happened could be considered self-defense.
What do you expect? If you're caught, the best thing you're going to do is try to lie your way out.
Reasonable excuse.
The truth will come out. There were too many people that were there that saw what happened.
Let me tell you what it sounds like to me. All right. Now that we have more context to the whole conversation, this is what it sounds like to me. It sounds like He went there looking for trouble. And that's the reason that he had a knife in his bag. And he pulled the knife out of his bag looking to make sure. It's almost like I'm inciting a situation where somebody can confront me so that I can make sure that I do something to them. And then I can claim self-defense as a result of it. He went there looking for trouble. He went there with a knife on purpose, and he reached in his bag, and then he stabbed that boy in his chest, and then he tried to justify it by saying, well, it was self-defense. And let me tell you what else is going to happen. You are going to see an outpouring of support, an outpouring of people in the community that try to defend this situation. And I'll also tell you that they're going to make it a race issue. They are going to make it a race issue. They are not going to make it a student issue. I don't look at this as a student issue. I mean, as a race issue. I don't look at this as a black versus white. I don't look at this as any of that. I look at this as a kid that was out there looking for trouble. He brought a knife and he literally stabbed that boy and he killed him right in front of everybody else. And he didn't even think twice about it. Real talk. Y'all saying that he had multiple gang pics on social media. I don't know. I haven't looked at his social media. That's not a thing or whatever, so on and so forth. But listen, man, listen. You have to learn how to walk away. I have taught my daughter how to avoid confrontation. And thank God that she's had strong family, people that have a great mind, and she has her taekwondo, in which she has multiple coaches and teachers and stuff like that, that has taught her self-restraint. She at one point was ranked #1 in the country in her age group. She is training to be a USA Olympian. There's multiple instances where she could have probably broke a chick's whole face open. I remember situations where they teased her from walking away, but she had enough mental fortitude and she had enough self-confidence to know I'm walking away because I'm doing the best thing for you, not because it's actually going to hurt me. We have to teach our kids to think. We have to teach our kids to be educated. We have to teach our kids self-restraint, because guess what? She never going to see them again. Doesn't even matter. She having a good time. She moved on with her other friends. She got her car. She got a great community. We walking away and we keeping it moving. They went there looking for confrontation, and part of it is probably because of his cultural norm. Part of it is because what he justified in his mind, and now he's going to have to pay the rest of his life. And more importantly, another kid died in his twin brother's arms, and it's all over what? Over nothing. It's so stupid. I guarantee you this is going to be a race issue. I guarantee you're going to see people coming out and having this conversation. Boy, but let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. If it was the black student that had the high GPA and he was the leader of the football team and he had got stabbed, I guarantee you black people would overrun that entire school and hold him accountable for that. They would be on father's lawn. They would be protesting. They would be putting his picture on social media. They would be trying to incite people to go and do some violence to him. His twin would never be able to live his life as a regular boy anymore. If this was the other way around, it would be over. It would be absolutely over. They'd tear that school down. They'd be seeking a death penalty. They would be seeking the death penalty. Absolutely. 100%. Al Sharpton would be out there. No, I'm not making it a race issue. I'm telling you how hypocritical we are in holding people accountable. I don't believe it's a race issue, but I believe that everybody is looking forward to an opportunity when they can make it a race issue, and we need to start holding people accountable and stop being so hypocritical. If it was the other way around, and it was a black kid, I'm telling you, you would have everybody and their mama. This would be the biggest story on social media. It would be the biggest story on social media. You got to hold the kid accountable. He did something wrong. He needed to be held accountable. He was looking for trouble. He brought a knife to the track meet. He killed a dude in cold blood, and the boy's twin brother held him in his arms as he died. He got to be held accountable, and it's going to follow him for the rest of his life.